Hey everyone. Today I was going through my closet and let's see, well, a lot of stuff happened today. I made a couple of pretty big purchases on eBay, some potential videos coming up, and let's see. I got some stuff in the mail I wanted to talk about, like this really weird little figure of Merrick from Wild Force. It's a head flipping ranger. Okay, I guess you gotta. Oh yeah, there's this little button on his back here. You press this, and there. His head changes. And it doesn't stay up. So, I don't know if there's something messed up inside, because it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so I need to do that, and there. Helmetless Merrick. Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with like the little coin head flips or the other head flipping rangers. They never had whatever this problem is with the head won't stay up. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. Weird little Merrick figure. And then I have just huge boxes of monster figures. That's always been my favorite thing in Power Rangers, is the monster figures. I remember when I was little, my family, we'd go to Ames like every week, or every week or two or whatever, and I'd buy a new monster figure, or well, they would buy me it anyway. Let's see, a couple months ago, I went to the dollar store and I found this thing. A little, like, wall crawling mighty wall tumbler, they call them. Yeah. So anyway, I bought a bunch of them, but I just kept getting the same couple rangers. I didn't get a Blaze or or I did get the Tronic. I didn't get the monster. I can't tell who that's supposed to be, actually. Anyway, there's the Tronic. Nice little detail on the sticker there. I didn't take him out of the bag. I'm not actually going to throw him on my wall. Let's see. Oh, here's something. Psycho Blue. I got him at a flea market last year. He was like a store display version, and I guess, yeah, nobody wanted him. And it's weird because that was before the blue Psycho Rangers were dirt cheap, and yeah, you could get them for less than $10 on eBay. And I got this whole box here. Let's see, here's another thing I got a while ago, Fury. Now, it's weird, with Fury, I thought I already had him. Because, let's see, the news came out about Power Rangers Dino Fury, and so I had like a funny idea for a picture where, let's see, I have a little toy of Dino from Flintstones. I thought, oh, I'll have Dino Fury, ha ha ha, isn't that funny, huh? Anyway, so I'm going through all my boxes. I can't find Fury anywhere, and I'm like, what happened? I guess I never bought him, or any of the most of the monsters from Dino Charge. I didn't buy for whatever reason. I guess it was because let's see, I had just started a job at that point, and most of my money was going to comics and manga and DVDs, and yeah, the Power Ranger Dino Charge toys fell by the wayside, unfortunately. And then, let's see, here's a weird little thing. When the grinders from RPM doesn't move a whole lot. Let's see, he has leg movement, the knees swivel, wrist swivel, arm has 360 movement, kind of hindered by the shoulder pads there. And the weird thing with this is the face. The face looks normal, right? And then it falls off, and there's this. What is that? I know it's from Go Onger, but they didn't keep that in RPM. Why does his head come off? There's a couple of weird things in with the RPM toys. Let's see. Oh, and here's another kind of similar thing. Let's see, one of the Hideaks from Mystic Force. This is a nice little figure. I actually had another one, but he was in horrible, horrible shape. Anyway, let's see. You press this little button here, and the head springs off, and there's this creepy looking head that I don't think this was in Power Rangers at all. Even in Magi Ranger, I think it only showed up like once or twice, maybe? Yeah. Anyway, here's a really cool figure, Camdor from Overdrive. He had such a cool design, and this is a really nice figure. The only problem is this thing here. The Overdrive figures had some kind of a magnet feature or something. Okay, fine, but it kind of ruins an otherwise really nice figure. Anyway, one of the other features this has is you pull this, and his mask kind of sort of opens up a little bit. But the face is clear see-through, so yeah, you can't really make out too many details there. Let's see, there was a button on him somewhere that made it light up. Oh, maybe it was this thing again. I don't remember. I took the batteries out because I didn't want them to melt or, like, break and ruin the figure. I forgot how to get the face oh, there. Oh, okay, there's this little button on the back of his head. You press that, and the mask goes back. Oh, weird. One of the cool things is the swords are on a little thingy on the back of his belt. That's a neat little feature. You can slide them out and put them right back in, and there, so you won't lose the weapons. Oh, and here's another Overdrive figure, Moltoor. Another really nice figure. The only issue is the face is see-through again, so it's hard to make out details, and there's that thing right there that interrupts the teeth pattern on his chest. That's annoying. Let's see, and, oh, this one actually has the light in his face. So you can kind of make out some of his... Oh, I think it's dead. Either the batteries are weak or the light bulb is dying. Because it's not lighting up as well. Anyway, this guy has this thing on his back. The swords are a little harder to get out here. I'm not going to bother. But anyway, yeah. Nice Moltoor figure. Too bad Flurious and Norg didn't get figures, or Miratrix. That would have been a cool thing. Lightning collection potential there. And then here's a Tronic from Beast Morphers. Let's see, didn't get Lightning collection figures of these guys, or Zoe yet. Let's see, the material on the Beast Morpher figures was really nice. I'm hoping that becomes the norm from now on instead of what Bandai would use on their figures. They used, let's see, on these older figures, the Overdrive ones, they use like this shiny plastic that is really brittle after a while. It's not very durable. So that's why a lot of old toys, Power Ranger toys, I think are so rare because kids would have them and they'd break. I remember I'd find Mystic Force toys secondhand a lot, and they were always broken. It was always like the knee joints or something. Later on, they did get better material. Like they had this like hard rubberish material. Anyway, here's Daishi from Jungle Fury. Press this little button and his chest armor moves its mouth. Yeah, just another bizarre Bandai thing. I don't get it. Hasbro's made some odd choices so far, but nothing nearly as like weird or as regular as Bandai's figures. And then what's over here? Oh yeah, oh, this is a new thing I just got. Kirio. And move there. And he is I really like Kirio. He had such a cool design. Unfortunately, he didn't come with his little watering bucket. Kind of hard to move him around. That cape is hard rubber and it gets in the way of everything, really. Anyway, yeah, nice little figure. One of the better painted ones, actually. I guess since there's not as much detail to Kirio. Oh, and here's another figure I just got. Mordant from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. This is a little pig guy that hung around Goldar and Ivan Ooze. It's not a very screen-accurate Mordant, though. That's what was... Oh, yeah, he has a button on his back, and he does that. Alright. That's all he does. I'm surprised how, like, inaccurate this figure is, because there's a bendy figure, a rubber bendy figure, from the same time, and it's way more movie accurate. This thing looks nothing like him at all. And he has 2 belly buttons. That's weird. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see, put that back in there. Oh, here's an old 2010 putty with enormous hands. Look how big his hands are, bigger than his head. And I found out the reason. He was based on a putty from a specific episode. I think it was the one with the super putties. I can't remember the name of the episode. When I was doing my rewatch pictures on DeviantArt, let's see, I was watching the episode and I noticed, wow, these one putties have really enormous hands. So that must have been the putties that these guys were based off of. I don't know why they picked like that one specific episode to make the putties based off of, but whatever. And then, oh, here's the 2010, or well, supposed to be 2010 Rita that they didn't release and then held off until Samurai. Oh, and her wand is bent because it's really soft rubber. And her hair is drooping, like it melted or something. Anyway, this is a pretty infamous figure. The paint on the face is really garbage. The hands are painted really clumsily. The sculpt is okay, but it's missing some pieces. Like there's another piece that goes above the chest plate there. This thing's missing a ton of paint, that thing on the back of her neck. But then the weird thing is that they did detail her dress. All those gold designs, those are all accurate, so that's neat. I don't know, it's just a weird figure. And let's see. Enough with that one. Then I have a really big box here. Let's see. Here's Eye Guy from Mighty Morphin. And that the eyes popping out thing still works. Pop those back in. Oh, and you know what? I remember seeing a listing for some new Lightning Collection monster figures, and Eye Guy was one of them. So they're going to be making an Eye Guy, and I'm wondering, I'm thinking it's not going to do this, because the Lightning Collection figures generally don't have features, like action features. They have like switchable parts. But then there's this thing, so, could they do that? And this would be an easy enough thing to incorporate into there, or they could have Eye Guy have a removable head, like this head and then the closed head, and, oh, I'm wondering if it's going to come with, in the show, Eye Guy, this big eye could separate from the body and, like, float around, and it was really weird and cool. I'm kind of hoping they do something like that with Eye Guy. Like, that's like an included bonus thing. Because Pumpkin Wrapper came with like a bunch of pumpkin heads. So, yeah, that would be a neat thing they could do. Oh, and here's, I don't remember which one this is. This is either Eric or Merrick, one of the Barbaric brothers. Now, interestingly, they both got toys, but they were different scales. There was this little one for the standard line, then there was a big vinyl one, which I can't find, I don't have to compare, to make an example, but isn't that weird that two characters specifically called brothers both get toys and then they're completely different scales? It's bizarre. Anyway, this guy does have a cool thing. He has this gear on his hand. You move this little thingy on his arm and it moves the gear around. Isn't that neat? So yeah, he's a cool little figure. And then here's I think this was Silo from Zeo. There's this little thingy on his back you move. And his arms shoot up. I think originally there were like little rockets or something that plugged into his back, but I don't have those. This was a second-hand figure. Oh, and here's an interesting thing. Yeah, it's a Power Ranger monster. Oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's a Power Ranger monster. It was on the cover of one of the comic books. If anybody gets that, yeah. Anyway, it's actually Ganku, or Gan-Q, or Gank. I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, I've never seen the episode of Ultraman that it's from. Yeah, For some reason, one of the old Boom Power Ranger comics had a cover with this guy, like, prominently on it. And everyone was like, wait, that's not a Power Ranger monster. No, it isn't. I don't know what it's doing there. Weird. Anyway, I got a bunch more toys here. Maybe I'll talk about them another time. This video's going on kind of long, so see ya.